And good morning. I guess you could say we're off to the races once again as we begin this Wednesday morning. 50 right now as we'll gain roughly about 22 degrees before it's all said and done today. 72 for a high. Now, again, keep in mind that if you got to go somewhere today early, there could be fog early through 7:30 this morning. South of Meridian area, there is a lot of fog this morning. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and just dig deeper into this radar map so we can look at what's happening this morning of where everything is that we know of with fog. Now, there's low-lying areas that radar a lot of times doesn't pick up, but boy, we've got a lot to the southwest of Meridian. Here's Meridian right here. As you come down through here, this is going to be Jasper County, and as soon as you drop into Jones County, look at all that. Smith County here has a lot too. So be careful in these areas as you go through this. Hattiesburg is covered up with fog this morning. Petal on the right side, thick, but that downtown area and west there on 98 and Highway 59, Interstate 59, tons of fog this morning. Laurel has a lot. So these areas are what you want to watch. Now, there is a advisory out until 9 a.m. this morning. This is along the coastal area there just north of Biloxi. As you cut over through Slidell and head to Baton Rouge, you're going to get into more. But just remember, areas along this way, and we'll show you what the National Weather Service has predicted here in a minute for all this. Lake Charles has a little bit this morning also if you're going to be passing through there. Always try to use the bypass as I go through there if you have to travel that area a lot. Let's back out and look at this as we glance across the United States. Some showers off the coast of Florida. As we come across, we've got a little bit of fog down here around Corpus Christi as you go up Oklahoma City. All of this is wind advisories, and we watch all of this pink area here that has these fire weather warnings. A lot of concern that forest fires are breaking out with this high wind that's coming across the United States. As you go back over to Denver, which I hadn't been in many, many years, but look at the snow around Denver, Wyoming, all through these areas here. And as we would guess, Seattle, more rain today. Yep, occurring there as we glance over there. Minnesota has a lot of fog this morning. And as we go northern, the Dakotas, look at all of that snow. Really kind of makes you appreciate that 75-degree weather we got going on right now, doesn't it? A little bit of rain there in the northern part as you go through Columbus, Ohio, and up to Detroit, up to Motor City. Some showers this morning. That's an outlook of what else is out there. As I was glancing across radar, it was Montana yesterday. One of the highs this week is going to be 12 degrees. And it really made me not complain about it being warm anymore. I can't imagine living in that every day. But I guess you adjust to where you're brought up, where you're from. I guess so. But I sure like it to be warmer than that. Hope y'all do too. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Coming up tomorrow morning, we'll have some folks come in and talk to us. Kim will be here to talk about the luminaries that are going to be out at Lake Ross Collins Saturday evening as the sun goes down. Big event. She'll be here early to talk about that with us tomorrow morning, beginning at 8 a.m. I hope you'll join in to hear all that. They'll move it to Sunday should the rain come and interfere with that. It is in the forecast as we look at that. Also this morning, lots to talk about. We'll go deep into what's going on around our area. One of the murder trials that are taking place this week. We'll talk about that. Also, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department made an arrest of Derek Hinton, a DUI arrest from an accident that happened back in June. We'll talk more in detail on all of that coming up, beginning at 8. Also, MPD needs your luck, needs your help. If you've visited my page in the last little bit and taken a look at anything, let me slide down here and show you these pictures. I got it if it'll come up correctly there. As we slide down, sometimes it doesn't work as good. They're looking for this right here. If you've seen this car, that's the tag number that they're looking for, SPA 2335. If you happen to see a car that looks similar to that, this is the lady that's associated with that they're looking for and questioning, dealing with all of this. As you go back to that, the Meridian PD needs help identifying the individual. She's wanted for a motor theft vehicle out of here in Meridian and grand larceny out of Flowood. It was reported stolen. That's the car there in the 1700 block of 23rd Avenue. Last seen in October, and that's the license plate. She's associated with the picture, the girl there and the car there. So if you know her, call Crime Stoppers at 855-485-8477. But that's who they're looking for, stolen cars. We'll get into all of that. Also, let's see here what went on last night, a few other things. We had gunshots reported last night right there in the Valley Street area there, the 4600 block there. If you live out in there, you heard gunshots. It was reported. Doesn't mean anybody was shot, but still the same. People did hear it. We don't like that, do we? Not at all. So that's some of the things that have gone on over Meridian over the last little bit. Hopefully in your town things are going well. As you begin this morning, we'll tell you all about OJ. OJ is 100% free now. Doesn't have to check in with the parole board. He's been granted freedom. I don't know what to say about OJ. I really don't. Yeah, y'all know where that's going there. But he's a free man. He can do what he wants now. Biden sends a message this morning that the Democrats are going to win. Says that they're in the lead and they're going to win in 2022. Anybody believe that? He'll also tell you that the economy is wonderful and that gas prices are low and it's okay to buy our oil from other countries when we got it right here. Oh, yeah, and all the manufacturing in other countries, that's nice to have it somewhere else if you like to hear stories. That's some of the things happening across America. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. But I think we can all agree that gas prices are high and food prices are extremely high. Yeah, the economy's in the tank. I don't think no matter what political side that you live on that you would disagree with me on that. We hope for better days in America. I think we all do. Let's send out a few good mornings today. Some folks that are up and stirring. Good morning to Alyssa Fisher. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you're up. Terry Ray joins us. Also, we say good morning to Robin Sullivan, Denise Burnside, Long Bree Packer, Linda Culpepper, Teresa Miner, Sylvia Stewart. Let's see here. Also, Donna Eldridge is up. Joyce White Stamper. How are you, girl? Joy Henson Robinson. And then Pat and Jim Coker are up watching today, along with LaWanda Grantham. Also, we see Alicia Fisher joining us there. Glad to have each and every one of you. Let us know where you're watching from. We always like to see that. All right, let's get into the forecast and find out what more it has to offer today. Let's get into that.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
1948, high of 80 degrees. We're really close to that. We will reach that within 7 degrees today. We won't break a record, but it's definitely close to it. The record low, 1901, was 11 degrees. We don't want to go anywhere near setting a new record on that lower end of that, do we? As we show that forecast for today, sunshine, 70, 72 is what we're looking for, as we'll have a few clouds and fog early that make it away for that warmer weather. All the way through Philadelphia as we get up to Columbus and Starkville, 68 degrees as we go west over to Jackson, 72, and down to Laurel, 71 is what we're expected today. Hattiesburg, you'll see 72. And again, all this fog, and as we see that on radar this morning, thick, right in those areas this morning, south of the Meridian area. Now, there is chances you'll see some here, but this is the thick of it as you go toward the coast, south of Meridian. Be careful in those areas. A lot of two-lane roads. As we look at the state of Alabama, we head over to Thermopolis, 73, and we'll hit about 71 there in Livingston, Alabama, up through Tuscaloosa, 71, over to Gadsden, 68, and down to Troy and Montgomery. Y'all will see 73 today. A partly cloudy sky, warm. How many times do I know I sound like a broken record, but December in the 70, 75 degree range, it doesn't seem right. That rain will cool things down in just a moment. We'll take a closer look at what it has to offer. Now, this is what the National Weather Service put out earlier this morning. They put this out around 4 a.m., and as we see that radar already showing all that, Clark County, you're going to have a little bit creeping in there all the way up to Enterprise. Be careful in those directions. But again, right there's thick. We'll look back at radar again to see if anything has changed before we close the broadcast this morning to get your day started. As we move right along, this is the temperatures that are expected. We still see that the deep south is hot, and we've got another wave of that coming from Texas as it'll make its way across the deep south here through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. It ain't over yet, as they say. Florida, you're still warm as well this morning. So let's get into our breakdown of what we've got for the next 7 days across our area and just take a closer look at what we've got. Today, as we see that about 72 is what we'll get. Sunshine, 55 is all she'll hit tonight for a low. Not cold at all there. You can actually leave a window up if you feel safe in your neighborhood. Tomorrow, even warmer. 75, no chances of rain, but hotter tomorrow night. That low at 60. And if that's not good enough, we'll give you even warmer temperatures on Friday night. 63 on Friday night with a high of 76 during the daytime. Just seems so weird to say that. We are 10 days away from Christmas. Whew. Saturday, we look to that. Looks like we've got rain on the way. A 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 45 for that low as we get into that. As we move into Sunday, temps for a brief period will take a dip. We'll get to 56 on Sunday. That's roughly not quite 20, but it's close to it. You'll want to carry a jacket with you when you go off to church on Sunday. We'll warm back up to 59 on Monday. Tuesday, 57. So let's go ahead and look past Christmas and see what we've got here. As it starts warming back up on the 22nd, 68 on Thursday and Christmas Eve. We've got a warm 66 degrees, and it'll hold steady with that on Christmas Day at 66. Santa will travel with 44-degree weather. He comes deep into the Meridian area in Clark County and all these areas. And then by Sunday, the day after Christmas, 67, we're into the mid-60s for the most foreseeable future toward the end of the month. No cold front yet, so that means probably January and February are going to be our areas that we really got to watch. But Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, expected to be mid-60s and perfect weather for Santa to have those cookies out. Hope you're prepared. 10 days, the countdown is on. All right, what's going to happen with deer hunting today? And don't forget, we'll have another free mount to give away on Monday morning. If you hadn't entered your deer yet in the Battle of the Bucks, make sure to do so. I'll crank it up and go hunt before long. Our best times to hunt today as we pull it up is going to be a lunchtime hunt. Between 10 and lunchtime is the perfect time to be. It's an average day forecasted, is what they're telling us. What does the wind do today? Southeast wind, 5 to 10 miles an hour is what we've got. If you're planning on hitting the woods and climbing a tree this afternoon after work, that's what you got to face. Average. Nothing above, nothing bad, but still a good day to be in the woods. It's just a little too warm for me just yet. I'm not going to fight anybody to get there just yet. I'm really bad, and this is the first year I've ever done it, to where at the beginning of the season I'll hunt and I'll almost burn myself out because the deer don't move as much when it's cold. We all know that. When it starts cooling off, it is when it gets interesting, and I'm holding steady that I can hold my own and do it right this year. Okay, I'll probably give in, but I'm trying really hard. Again, we invite you back here in just a little bit to join us. I hope you will. Denise Burnside is up. Glad to see you there. Sheila Davis, how are you today? Glad to see you there. Reggie McKee joins us. Also, was glancing up, Linda Culpepper. How are you? Linda Culpepper. Got that all tongue twisted, didn't I? Leanne Moore is with us, and Sylvia Stewart. Teresa Minor, have a good day there. A few folks up there. We appreciate y'all so much. Again, we kick off the morning show at 8. We want you to be a part of it. The only place in town that you can be a part of a live broadcast while we're live on TV and communicate with us. Whether it's on social media, whichever way you want to join us, just be a part of it. 8 a.m. is when it all begins. Candace will be here in just a little bit. Hope to see you soon, and we'll be back with the very latest of what's going on in our community and headlines across America. We'll see you soon here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by